maybe we pull it up and put something under the donuts to hold it?
Yeah.
Like here? I don't know. At the worst, we gotta pull it out.
Yeah.
I have that big ass pan fucking up there. And when I pull the intake out, it'll definitely move, you know. I don't know. I just don't know how much flex the toasters have.
Yeah, just shim it.
Shim it. I got wood shims.
Shim it.
I got wood shims.
Shim it.
I got wood shims. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. If you don't know, my name's Tyler. It's my buddy Mike. This is my shipbox GTO Gemma. In today's video, we're going to be addressing my lower radiator support. You probably can't see it from where you are, but it's bellied out from the accident. And the radiator actually hits the hood in two different spots, and the hood doesn't close all the way. So, we're gonna fix that. Attempt to fix that. All right, first things first, we gotta pop the intake off. We're gonna see if we can just suspend the radiator up so I don't have to fucking drain it again. I gotta pull the headlights and pull the bumper as well to give us more room. So we're gonna do that. Yeah, it should just pull straight out. I don't know if the wires are long enough. Oh, yeah, it should be fucking plenty.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Alrighty.
Yeah.
We're fucking fancy,
Like
dude.
the support, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. oh, we got. You got the 5/16 again? We need a Phillips too. Felipe.
Flip.
Grazie. Yo. Quick release bumper.
That easy. It's that easy.
What the fuck you know about that? Alright, so that's that. Alright, yeah, now you can definitely see how bellied out that is. Obviously only the corners of the radiator are actually touching the support, which is not what you want.
No.
Nope. Same deal with the power steering cooler. If you didn't know, that's a power steering cooler technically. The problem with this actually is the lines are pinched right into here. Not pinched severely, but they're in there. You can't really get them out. So I'm hoping that if we can cut some of this and free it up, we can actually move this back to its, straight, make it nicer. That is just fucking, this car is just fucked. It's crazy looking at how square that side is and how fucking not square this side is.
Look good to me.
Because another thing
Let's
that
go with the bumper.
Yeah, it hides it a little bit. But another thing that me and Mike do need to plan out today is the crash bar while we do this. Because then we might be able to take care of that today as well, depending on how quickly we get this done. But what we're going to try to do is disconnect this, basically take my 2 screws out of this. Support the radiator up so that it's not touching the lower support anymore. And then from there, try to chop this down or beat it into a better spot. It needs to realistically, it can go down about 3 inches. I think it needs to go about 2 inches lower, 1.5 inches lower to be good. And then once this is all squared away, I can also put air conditioning back in the car because now it's getting fucking hot in New Jersey and the summer is going to suck. So, yeah. All right, so Mike's going to do the honors.
Cut his head off.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes.
Nice.
Come again.
All right, well, that's half the rad support.
That's pretty fucking clean cut. I mean, it's stitch welded.
Not bad.
It's stitch welded back.
Yeah, no, it looks good to me.
Oh yeah, look at it, stitch weld. Come here.
What?
That's gonna be easy stitch weld. That's what you want.
Yup, that looks good to me. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Not easy.
All right, so that's that. Before we cut that side, let me take off the support for the AC hose. Yeah. And then this thing should be freed of its duties. And it's off.
How you do it?
This is how fucked up
That's
the...
what you doing.
Oh, is that still in there? Here's the lower rad support. You can see it's not very straight. So I think what we're gonna try to do is straighten this out some. Probably beat some shit straight under the frame rails. So we have a good attaching surface. As you can see, Mike made some very good straight cuts, so it should be pretty easy to reattach. And yeah, this needs to just hold that a couple inches lower. So we'll see. That's pretty fucked though, if you ask me. Oh, Jesus Christ. That makes me feel even worse about this car. Look at that. That's supposed to be fucking straight. Motherfucker's bowed. Oh, that's scary. Oh. Alright, well, that part's flat, so that's good. Does it seem flimsy or does it seem decently strong?
Oh, it's strong.
That's good enough for a radiator. That's good enough. So now what we're going to have to do is try to flatten it maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
Since the radiator's going to want to sit there. That's the original hole.
Right here too, right?
And that's the original hole. So we're going to have to try to flatten those areas more and then just be able to get it to sand straight up and down here, here, and those two sides as well. So we're making good progress on that. We actually broke my sledgehammer though. So this is our intermission, I guess.
Just a little bit. Just a little busted.
Yeah, my mom's probably gonna be pissed about the driveway. It's fine.
Take a little anger.
Right. Yeah. So right now we're in the process of basically just fitting the radiator support, tweaking little things here and there, trying to get the radiator to fit where it needs to. Mike actually was able to pinch or blow out the hole on this side for the rubber nipple to sit in, so that's good. We do not have this side done. As you can see, that is far off. Since everything's just tweaked. Yes, yeah, just a little bit. Since everything's just tweaked, you're never gonna get it perfect with something like this. So we will have to drill out a new hole, which is fine, not a problem, but we need to figure out where. So we're test fitting everything, making sure the hood closes and all that kind of shit. And even with the radiator not in the way, the hood was not closing. So Mike just stood on the upper rad support, curb stomped the living shit out of it. And now, that motherfucker closed. The gap ain't the best, but it could be worse. And this side, actually, this gap is like fucking, that's like dealership beautiful. So with that being said, does the hood feel solid? Like where it is? Feels good? Yeah. Wow, yeah, that moves everything. Ah, mint. So the only problem we're gonna have is getting the headlights back in, honestly. But we'll beat more shit out of the way to get that done. So since now the hood is good, we know that's in a great spot. We're gonna get back to getting the rad support good. Once the radiator's in, we'll test fit the AC condenser as well to make sure that fits. And then we also gotta obviously put everything back together and make sure shit fits again. But we're looking good. We're looking good. There we go. Yup. Oh, that's a hole. Okay, that's good enough tack for me. Look at that. I can leave it like that.
Yeah,
Motherfucker ain't gonna fall out.
look good to me. Look good to me.
Let me see. All right, so Mike did that side. I did this side. So far, at least, we just tacked it in place. We put a level on it, and it is within the lines. The bubble is within the lines, so we are level.
Yes, it is.
Now, you can see the upper rad support ain't straight. Fuck that shit. Who cares? The hood closes, and the lines look great. But hold on. Just look how good it looks under here. That rad looks pretty straight to me off the front of the motor, I think. Look at that shit. Look at that shit.
Look at that gap, boy. Stop playing with it.
Look at that. It's not raised anymore, people. So far, we're looking amazing. Super stoked with how it's turning out.
you looking? That bitch is holding. Full pin. Yeah, she ain't.
All right, ladies and gents, she is done for the night. I have everything back in, everything attached, everything, you know, the lines taped off, or actually did install this one just to get that there, but taped off the dryer. I attached the power steering cooler lines. Ran one screw into the corner, ran 2 screws there, 2 screws here. Zip tied all the wires and all the shit under the, you know, out of the way, so nothing's actually hanging down. Yeah, headlights are back in. Just put one of the horns on. So everything under here looks pretty good. It's a different day, or I guess it'll be the same day. I don't even know what the fuck I'm recording anymore. Today is gonna be exhaust day for Gemma. So again, we have Mike here with me, and you know, he's always ready to cut and melt some shit. So,
day to cake.
all right, you know what? Let me just give a quick run through of the bullshit that we just discovered, I guess. So if we go under Gemma, you see a clamp from my H-pipe, my catted H-pipe, right, to my long tubes. Some fucking dumbass welded them and clamped them. So the clamp's not even doing anything. But, yeah, so that's that. Now, if you guys remember, I think it was my shifter install video, my H-pipe is actually cracked on the passenger pipe. So, like, towards Mike's side of the car. No, I did not do all these booger welds. Mine are slightly better than these. But, basically, the H-pipe itself is cracked. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to be cutting the H-pipe out completely and then doing true duals on this. And I had turn downs with some coat hangers, and it's been okay, but nobody's actually complained to me about the noise on this car. But I do want to put mufflers back on it. With the job that I work, I will be getting up super early every morning in the summer. So basically, we're going to be cutting it right where Mike just had that blade. And then we're keeping it from that cut all the way to the header. That's all still going to be, it's, you know, I guess it's one piece, unfortunately. At some point I will redo this exhaust. I don't have the money, so we're just gonna make it work. But basically the whole point of this is we're just gonna try to put mufflers back on the car. These are MagnaFlows from my 05. And then we also have the Borlas that actually came off of this car. And this car was already converted to a you know, dual exhaust when I got it. So we do have hangers on both sides. The Borlas do fit somewhere in line. And we do actually have, you can see this big ass ugly blast pipe right there with the bends and shit. That was actually off this car originally. So we have some pipe to play with. We have some mufflers to play with. I think we're gonna end up using the Borlas. I think they sounded better. I'll put some comparison clips in of what the MagnaFlow sounded like on the 05 compared to the Borlas. But now we're definitely, that's apple juice in there.
Yes, it is.
We're definitely gonna drink some apple juice and cut some stuff and play with metal. So,
Liquid courage.
yeah, liquid courage. I like that, actually. We are officially true dual. Mike just hacked off the H-pipe, and as you can see it sitting there, and we'll go through how just horrible that is. H-pipe's off the car. So this is the side that was going towards the cats and towards the front of the engine. This is the side going towards the axle, or the axle back, you could say. Now, this is how it sits under the car, right? Tucked tight up to the chassis, and the drive shaft runs right over it. Look how bad this fucking thing is cracked. You see the lights through there. Look at that, cracked the weld right off the H-pipe itself and all this shit. Now you can see the fresh looking, or the fresher, I'm not gonna say they're like good fresh, but this was my patchwork under the car the one night that I found it, and I just, you know, did that obviously to get it by. So that's pretty bad, but look at that shit. Oh, that's just horrible. But look in here. How much shit's inside of here? And in this one.
No good.
And actually, if you put this up, you can actually see daylight through the pipe from the crack. It's pretty crazy.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Yep, there you go. So yeah, that thing's fucking toast. So that being said, what we're gonna do basically is we are just going to hack or cut nicely right here and basically completely ditch the H-pipe. And now we're gonna run, you know, true duals on the car. So we still gotta figure out exactly how we're gonna do it, but we're getting somewhere.
It's gonna be a puzzle.
Oh, your beer's right there. Damn. All right, Mike's gonna throw some tacks on the first pipe. He wants the one that's more difficult because it's got a pretty good hole to it. So.
Ready
I think so. I can't see my fucking phone. Okay, it's been a couple hours, honestly, since I last took a video. But after a bunch of wrestling with trying to get the boilers back on, put them in a nice spot, make pipes work, it just wasn't working out for us. So this is what we came up with. This is actually the driver side. So this is all from the 05 up to basically here, this joint. So this is the MagnaFlow from the 05. This is the exhaust hanger we actually cut from back there, repurposed it there. And this is some of the stainless pipe and the slip joint from the 04. So what we're doing now is I'm basically going to be claiming this pipe as mine. I'm going to be doing all the welds on it. Mike is going to be doing all the welds on the passenger side, and we're going to do a little friendly competition. Who can do better? But definitely shout out to Mike for this, because this was a lot of fucking work, and he did a lot of it, you know. So
it's fun.
Yeah, basically all we have to do is weld up the hanger 100%, weld up this joint here, and weld up that joint up there, and then we should be good to go back on. You guys will see the placement of this isn't necessarily the best or most efficient thing in the world under the car, but I think it looks pretty damn cool. Mike thinks it looks cool, and it's definitely going to quiet down the cold starts of the car, which is all I really give a shit about. So I'll deal with doing tips and stuff like that on a later date, but for now, let's put some mufflers on this bitch. Starting to blow right now.
She's liking it. She's liking it. She's liking it.
Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Look at that. Oh, look at that right there.
Feel me?
Oh, yeah.
Feel me?
Almost looks like this kid went to welding school or
Yeah,
something.
right?
Also, look at the carbon fiber pancake that this kid has. It's fresh. That's legit carbon fiber, people. That ain't no wrap bullshit. actually sounds really good. We probably should have listened for leaks. I didn't hear any. Sounds good to me. All right, let's put it on the ground and drive it.
Yeah, that sounds mad good.
As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I always really do appreciate it. If you guys like the video, drop a like. If you want to comment something, you know, I read the comments if you guys didn't notice. I do try to respond to everybody. So drop a comment and drop a sub if you want to see more content and some tomfoolery. But huge shout out to my boy Mike. I can't get over how beautiful a 67 is. I'll have to make some videos on it because we got some work to do on her. But beautiful car, beautiful soul that drives it. So, Mike, shout out to you. I know you're watching this thing at some point in time because you are a busy boy. But between the rad support and just look how good she looks now. Everything lines up so nicely. I just can't believe it. But everything that we did between the lower rad support and the milk cannons that we threw on the back that you see here, everything was scrap metal. So this just goes to show you that you can do some stuff for pretty cheap and for free if there's some friends, beer, and pizza involved. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.